Alright, before we get started in Photoshop, I need to show you how to set up our renderings so that they will output everything we need when we get into Photoshop. So this is a quick lecture. I'll just show you what we need to do inside of V-Ray and 3ds Max. Now keep in mind that these render channels that I'm about to show you are available in most rendering softwares. They might be called something different, but it's the same principle. So if you're using something other than V-Ray, that's probably okay. In V-Ray, we go to Rendering, Render Setup. Make sure I'm using the demo version of 3.0 for demonstration purposes for you guys. This is something you can get for free and try out. Go to the Render Elements tab. Make sure you have all your renderers set to V-Ray so that all of your render settings here are V-Ray settings. Go to the Render Elements tab and add the different channels that we need. So the basic ones that I use are, first and foremost, V-Ray Global Illumination. Hit OK to add that. On top of that, you'll have the V-Ray Lighting. In addition to that, you'll have V-Ray Reflection. If you hold down Control, you can select multiples. We'll have V-Ray Refraction as well. Sometimes you'll have some self-illumination, so you'll need a channel for that. We already added V-Ray Lighting, so add all three of those, and we're about there. Those are the different elements that will add up to a complete rendering. We'll also add in a V-Ray Alpha. We can add in a V-Ray background. If we have any atmospheric effects like fog or something like that, we can add in V-Ray Atmosphere. Don't think we're going to be using that. Oh, and Z-depth is important. And Z-depth you'll have to set up properly so that it has the right depths here. If your scene is an exterior scene, you might want 0 to like 500 feet. If it's an interior scene, maybe 0 to 50 feet. Basically, you want it to go from where your camera is to kind of the furthest your camera is going to see. And then you should be okay. And I'll show you how to use that a little more in later lectures. The last thing we need is a multi-matte element. And this will take some additional setup. I usually set it to is matte ID yes, because I want these multi-matte elements to spit out channels for matte IDs, not object IDs. So what this is if you have an object in your scene, and if you set it to, if you go to Options and hit Override Material Effect and set this to 1, then here in the multi-matte channel, red buffer ID 1 is on. And what that means is it will spit out a red channel that makes a perfect mask for this material in your scene. So if there's some specific material that you know you're going to want to adjust in Photoshop, set it up on an Effect ID channel, turn on multi-matte IDs, and set it up so that a perfect mask of it will be spit out. And I'll show you some more about that as we move on too. If you want more than 3 of these channels to cut out certain materials in your scene, then you just have to add another multi-matte element, which you can do by just going here, clicking on it. Now you have 2. You'll want to name this one something different. Each one has the capability of spitting out a red mask, a blue mask, and a green mask based on where these materials are in your scene. And you'll have to be careful about controlling the effect IDs as well. You can set them between 1 and whatever number, but they have to correspond to your multi-matte element over here.